This Katarina build is broken. Like, literally broken. Build consists of Divine, Wits, and Randuins. It is a bruiser tank build that gained popularity in the Korean server. The items on their own are really strong, but when you combine all the pieces together, then it gets kind of. Let's talk about the items. First we have Divine Sunderer, a strong rush item on Katarina. The Spellblade is the main highlight, letting you deal damage and healing you every proc. Katarina can hard abuse this through her abilities applying on hit and the capability to proc it often. Second, we have Wit's End. It's a magic resist on hit item that gives Katarina tons of value, applying extra damage to her passive, Shunpo, and Death Lotus. A very self-sufficient damage item due to the fact that it scales on its own through levels. Last, we have Randuins, a full-on tank item that gives armor and health. Overall good utility against 80 champs and also provides a little extra utility with the slow. Now if you think about it, with only these 3 items, you get sustain, health, damage, magic resist, armor, slows, no friends, no girlfriend, no boyfriend, your parents will hate you, no one will like you, and that's a lot of good stats. Now, the tank bruiser Katarina has always been a thing. People were doing this way back, including me. I'd spam tank Katarina all the way to Masters using Abyssal Scepter and Sunfire Cape. And since then, I've always played tank Katarina, or at least tried. Historically, tank Katarina builds always had an issue in terms of viability. Certain criteria needs to be met in order for a tank build to actually function well. Simply put, you need survivability and you need enough damage for you to actually play the game. If you aren't doing enough damage, then you're just straight up useless. A build like this was always pretty hard to find, but with this build, you get everything you need. Would I say this is the best build? No. There's a time and place for this build. Most of the times, you could just build to one-shot everyone. That should get the job done. But I gotta say, the build is still broken. And here's why. AP Katarina and Tank Katarina play differently. When playing AP Katarina, there are certain rules that you follow. You need to play around CC, you need to avoid getting focused and getting blown up, and you need to be patient and wait for the right time to strike. Tank Katarina does not care. You can take CC, even bait it out yourself if you want. You won't get blown up when you're focused, and you can go in whenever you want. On a champion that can get so much value off of her resets, this can cause problems because there are clear weaknesses put in place so Katarina doesn't become too strong. She is a high risk, high reward champion by design. And now we have a build that gets rid of a lot of the weaknesses that she has, making her low risk, high reward. This build breaks Katarina because it allows you to ignore her core fundamentals. So if you want to play Katarina, but not truly play Katarina, this is the build you should go. Obviously, this isn't something Riot wants. They've tried nerfs, buffs, and adjustments, but the build still holds up pretty well. So a build like this, being viable, is not really healthy for the game. It's not long until Riot drops the hammer on this build. So,